Thank you. You know, it's good to see this many folks coming out for a meeting. You know what I'm saying? It's really good, and this is what we need. And I feel like when I'm talking to you about the election and everything, I'm going to be preaching to the choir because you're going to the polls. Okay? I know that. What I need, and I'll get down the road on that, is to get out and help some other folks to get out to vote. My name is Fitz Johnson. I am a sitting commissioner, public service commissioner. I was appointed by Governor Kemp in 2021, and this is our first time actually getting into the ring because we had some lawsuits that have delayed our elections, which is one of the reasons we're here at a special election. I'm married. We got four. You always want to get to the grandkids. you grandparents know that. Like 4 grown kids, and we have 6 grandkids, 6 and under. Yeah. They'll keep you busy. But yeah, I am that don't leave you with the babies guy. I am an Army veteran. I served 21 years in the Army and Army Reserve, very proudly. Thank you. I am a businessman at heart. I have an undergraduate degree from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. You can't clap for everything. That was good. I have a master's degree from Troy University and my law degree from the University of Kentucky College of Law. I'm a businessman. I've bought and sold several businesses. I was the CEO and owner of Eagle Group International, which was a defense contracting firm with 1,700 employees in 36 states and 6 foreign countries. So I say that because I have been a CEO. I have had to pay employees. I understand the importance of what I'm about to talk about with you, and that's the Public Service Commission. Does anybody know, how many folks actually know what it is, Public Service Commission? It's very rare. It's a little known agency. We've got 85 brilliant employees, 5 commissioners serving statewide. We live in districts, but we are voted on statewide. We are statewide constitutional officers, and I can't stress that enough. Everybody, you go down to South Georgia, you go up to North Georgia, everybody can vote for myself and for Commissioner Eccles. I'm in District, Commissioner Eccles is in District 2, and I'm in District 3. And we regulate your utilities for the state of Georgia. Your power, your natural gas, and telecommunications, not your cell phones. Everybody's like, oh, you do cell phones? That's usually it. No, we do the landlines for telecommunications. Now look, I'm going to be very, I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly so you can ask some questions. But to understand some of the things that we do, we all know right now, energy prices across the country are sky high. But I got to tell you, during the Biden years, everything went sky high. And electricity and energy was not exempt. So our grid, our national grid, is a little bit fragile. Let me tell you what's going on out there. You got New York. Rates are up 20% on the spot, up 20% on their state. Got a governor up there telling them, hey, don't put your thermostats below 76 degrees. Not in Georgia, Joe. I know my wife. It's going to tick down a little bit below 76. Illinois, in the suburbs of Illinois, they had a city out there that had a rate hike 50% in 1 year. California, the most expensive state for electricity. They just put a $24 climate fee on every bill for every customer in the state of California. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the new Green Deal in action. That's what we are trying to avoid, is bringing that California mentality, and that's exactly what my opponent wants to do. He wants to embrace this and bring it all here to Georgia. Not having it. Not having it. We are so blessed. What have we done? What do we do? We are, first of all, we're blessed to have 5 conservative Republican commissioners sitting on the commission. 1. 2, we just took Georgia Power rates, told them we'll freeze those rates for 3 years. Locked them down. That's an important one. It's a big fight, but like I said, has to happen. Has to happen. What does that do? It allows us to be, our bills to be stable. It allows predictability. If you're running a business, it protects our ratepayers, and it protects our small businesses. And I'm still a small business owner, of a different type. So it helps us with those to keep that stability here in the state of Georgia. Now, when you look at data centers, unless you've lived under a rock, you've heard about data centers. And people are saying, oh, Commissioner Johnson, my bill's going to go up. And I'm here to tell you, our commission took action. Okay, large loads, that's 100 megawatts and above, and that's including all, the majority of the data centers. We made some rules. Okay, when you come in here, you're going to sign a long-term contract, 15 years. Okay, no coming in here, setting up shop, and ditching on us. You're going to have a minimum. You're going to have a minimum bill that you are going to be charged. Okay, you are going to pay for all of your infrastructure up front, everything it takes. Your substation there at your location, any upstream generation and transmission, what it costs to actually make the grid stronger, you're going to pay for that as well. And what does that do? That protects small businesses and protects our ratepayers from having to fit that bill. It puts downward pressure on our rates and makes our grid stronger. On the national level, ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you enough. When we go to our National Association meetings, they look to Georgia when they're talking about their energy. We've already had several copycats of these rules on states around the country to take care of the data centers, because it's not just us. So that's another thing that we're trying to make sure that we're doing. Now, what's at stake here? Can you imagine someone telling you, hey, on Wednesdays from 6 to 9, you're not going to have power. That's just the way it's going to be. Nobody in Georgia's going to put up with that. No. Are you going to put up with that? No, we're not putting up with that. But it's a reality in some places. But we don't have to put up with that here. But that's what my opponent wants to bring in. He wants to bring in, now look, I am all for clean energy. Our solar program, without mandates, we've raised the 7th in the country and climbing. Without mandates now. Okay? Our hydro, spectacular. Okay? But we have to have what we call baseload energy. Baseload energy runs 24/7. Doesn't matter if the sun's up, the water's flowing, or the wind's blowing. Nuclear, clean, reliable, be around for the next 60, 80 years, probably more. Natural gas, coal. These are baseload energy that we have to have. We have an energy mix. One of the reasons we enjoy our rates being below the national average is because we've got an energy mix that we want to make sure that we continue to build on, to make sure that in the middle of the summer, when it's 100 degrees, the air conditioner's on when you get home. Right? In the middle of the dead of the winter, it can get cold here in Georgia. We know that. We want to make sure the furnace is running. Natural gas is pumping through there. That's what's at stake when we talk about what the Democrats would do, or what my opponents and what Commissioner Eccles' opponent would do. And another thing, we've done the math on their bills off the bat. $70 a month added to your bill, over $840 a year on your bill. They start to put in their energy policies. I mean, we've done the math. And my opponent is against the rate freeze, against freezing Georgia Power's rates. And I was like, I don't understand it. I don't understand his math. But what he wants to do is say, hey, let's just get a whole bunch of solar here and raise your rates and try to do it all off of solar, which we know is not 24-hour base load energy. So I believe you with this. But most of us were around. I see some young folks that weren't around. Back in the early 90s, Democrats controlled from the governor's office all the way down, all the constitutional offices through the Public Service Commission. One brave patriot, Bobby Baker, ran for Public Service Commission in 1992 and won. That opened the door for them to run the table, for us as Republicans to run the table all the way up to the governor's mansion. Let's not let history repeat itself. Let's shut the door. And it's important to know that it's 2025. I'm all about 2026. I am cheering, and I'll be running as hard as we can. But my election, our election for this most important office is in 2025. It's in November. Early voting starts October the 14th. It's right, yeah, it's right up on us. It's right up on us. And again, everybody in the state gets to vote. We have some challenges. The municipals are out there in the blue cities. Augusta, Atlanta, Macon, Augusta, they're going to be out there. So we've got to shake all the trees and get every one of us out there to vote. And I really want to say thank you, and I'll take some questions. I really want to say thank you for coming out, listening to this old guy preach on about the most riveting stuff I know. Energy. Not education. Education, I'm in. All right, so thank you again. I appreciate it. Questions?